historic Galois Theater, it's time for the Mystery Hour. And now here's your host, Mystery Jeff Oda!
Hey! How you guys doing? Well, you doing well? Good. Thank you guys so much for coming. We're a real TV show. On Fox KRBK. Both. Yeah. Hey, we have a great show for you tonight. I'm very excited about the interview we have. It's a pre-recorded interview with Dana Powell, who is from here, but is a successful Hollywood actress. You guys will know her from lots of things. Yes, give it up. And we also have the music of a band named Mustache. Yeah. Boy, do we love them. We also love a local business. And their name is Crowded, and they are a crowdfunding site located right here in Springfield. Crying out loud. Yeah. And we think that they are so great that we made a commercial for them. Check it out.
Uh-oh. Okay. Flash mob!
You know what? Those are funny to watch, but then also to film them, because that happened with real people watching. All right, let's move on to things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
All right. So much cheese in my mouth. These are things I've noticed, things, I don't know, I've just seen around. Maybe you guys can relate to some of them. Here we go. I've noticed that green light means go, yellow means caution, and red means pull out your phone. That's the world we live in. Right, Dave? Dave Smith.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right.
That's great. Thank you.
We only have time for a little bit of Dave tonight. Sorry, ladies. A little bit of Dave is like a full other man, though.
What? I don't
We'll just
know
let it
if
go. We'll just let it go. Second one. I've noticed that when Sheryl Crow attends a family reunion, it's called a murder.
What?
I've noticed that bad weather is just God's way of advertising Netflix. I've noticed that a saxophone sounds like an elegant fart.
No, because like.
Somehow
Saxophone.
he makes that sexy.
Saxophone.
I've noticed that although Google seems to think that my password isn't strong enough, I can never seem to remember it when I try to log in. And finally, I've noticed that cheese and cracker platters served at parties are really just adult Lunchables. Things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for Gorilla Bear Possum. That's right. Each contestant behind me has been assigned a spirit animal. Whether it be gorilla, bear, or possum, we're going to do some trivia and other things with them. Are you ready? Perfect. What's your name?
Whitney.
What do you do? I don't care. Whitney, your question is, what is the name of the gorilla famous for being able to understand sign language and for keeping a pet kitten named Allball?
Big Papa.
Big Papa, no. That's Biggie Smalls. Back of the line is Coco. All right, you, sir, what's your name?
John,
What do you do?
I'm a lab scientist.
You're a lab scientist?
Yeah.
So are you used to wearing gloves like these?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we don't explain what those are for yet.
That's good.
What food source contributes to the Alaskan Kodiak bear being the largest land carnivore on Earth?
Salmon, isn't it?
Salmon, correct. End of the line. And what's your name?
Chelsea.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Dave.
I don't care.
Okay.
All right, Chelsea. Possum is your question. True or false? Male opossums are called Jack and female opossums are called Jill.
True?
True is correct. Yeah! All right, you can stay there. You guys spread out over here. Get beside her. Very good. Because the next round, you will be holding ground beef. Hooray! We're not going to explain it for a while. There it is. It's cold, yes. We've had it outside because there's no refrigerator here. All right, here we go. Round 2. What noise does a gorilla make?
Are we in the wrong? I'm a possum.
Oh, you're a possum. What noise does a gorilla make? Correct. What noise does a bear make? Roar. Correct. What noise does an opossum make?
I don't think they make sounds because they're usually dead, like on the side of the road.
We'll give you credit for that. All right, very good. Now, if I can have everyone except the gorilla move behind me. Thank you. Okay, for round 3, you have to conquer your spirit animal. What that means is we have a trash can back here. You have to try to get the ground beef into the trash can, but oh no, there's a gorilla who wants to take it from you. Go! Gorilla! Oh, she got it! All right, very good. Next up, the bear. Oh, no! We can't afford gloves. Okay, next up, the opossum. Come on out here. She won, okay? Come on out here, opossum. You, opossum girl. What was your name again?
Chelsea.
Chelsea is the winner. She wins an unnamed canned food item. Give it up for Chelsea. We'll be back with Dana Powell. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Everybody, welcome back. Hey, we have a great guest tonight, but first we have a great guest sponsor. BYO Pizza, it's a place. It's very good, actually. All right, we're going to move on to our guest. Our guest tonight is very exciting. She is from Springfield, but she lives in LA, and you may have seen her on Bridesmaids, The Office, Veep, Arrested Development. She's been in a number of things, and everyone in Springfield should know about her as far as I'm concerned. So here's a pre-recorded interview with Dana Powell. All right, today I'm going to be talking to Dana Powell. You might recognize her from many things on TV, Modern Family, Veep. She was in Bridesmaids. She's also a writer, fantastic improviser. Is that enough?
That's enough, yeah?
Okay, let's start talking.
Okay.
So you're back in town for Christmas. What are the things that you notice when you come back to town from living in LA compared to Springfield?
Oh, Well, I will say things are very different here now than when I
Yeah.
lived here. But, you know, nothing is open past 9 here. I tried to go to Mr. Goodsense and they were closed at 8.
Is that your place? If you're coming into town, you're like, I gotta go to Mr. Good
I have a few places. I
Yeah.
gotta go to Mr. Goodsense. I gotta have Springfield cashew chicken.
Yeah.
And I gotta have Mexican Villa.
Do you tell people in LA about how good Mexican Villa is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, it's like a regular place. They just put cheese on everything.
It's so good. It's so good. And I say, you wouldn't understand Springfield cashew chicken. That's all I'll tell them. You wouldn't understand
You
it.
wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Oh, yay. Thank you. Cheers. Merry Christmas.
I think I told you, I just started drinking coffee. And I'm getting
such-
used to it.
Such an odd statement for a grown man.
I'm not used to. I like juice. Juice is my favorite thing in the world.
Juice is for children.
That's also true. So you moved away from Springfield in 2000,
In 2000, yeah.
going out to LA to pursue the dream. You knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah. But I was scared. I definitely always said, I'm not the Hollywood type. So I definitely felt like I would never move to Los Angeles. But my boyfriend at the time was going, and he
Okay.
was like, I really hope you want to go with me. So I was like, all right. I always thought I would do theater.
Because you had gone to Missouri State
Missouri
for
State.
theater.
For theater. I got a
Okay.
BFA in theater.
Okay.
So I always thought that would be what I wanted to do. But he was moving to Los Angeles, and so I was like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
So I had never been there before.
Yeah.
Only seen it on TV and the news.
And you just went for
And
it.
I just went for it, yeah.
How do you describe your first year or so?
It's hard. It's really
Yeah.
hard. I mean, some simple things are hard, like the curbs in Los Angeles are giant.
They're huge. And they're squared off.
They're squared off, and you hit your car door on them, and you can't get out, and you back into them all the time. So little things like that.
But you were saying earlier you worked in a factory at
I
night,
did. I
paying
worked
your way
at
through school.
Yes, I worked at Lytton.
Lytton? Okay. What
Out
did
near
you-
the old, out near the airport.
Yeah. What does Lytton do? I don't know.
They made circuit boards.
Okay.
So sometimes I'd work on small circuit boards, sometimes I'd work on giant ones for like Motorola, used at NASA and stuff. But I would either work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. or 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
12-hour shift?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We met through our mutual friend, Don McLean. And
Who I went to college with.
who you went to college with
Yes.
from 96.5. Power 96.5, I believe. Foch and McLean show.
Foxy McLean, that's what they call it?
Foch, the other guy.
Oh,
the first-
Foch. I thought you were like, she's Foxy.
Foxy McLean.
She is Foxy.
She is Foxy.
She's real Foxy.
And her name is McLean.
Yes.
And we hung out a couple times and saw you do improv.
Yeah.
And at the time I thought, oh yeah, her big thing at the time I remember was being in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Was that your first movie break? Or was
Yeah,
it-
big time.
Yeah. And I point you out whenever it's on to people
You
that are watching.
do?
Of course.
Thank you.
And I say that we're best friends.
Yes, that's cool. We'll get necklaces. I don't care.
I'll get BF and you get F.
Okay, great.
So how did that come about?
I was finishing up Sunday Company. Oh no.
I missed a lot of my mouth.
Such a man-child, this man.
I was trying to keep.
That's why you need juice. That's why he drinks juice. I got called in for an audition, and Annie Mumolo had written it with Kristen Wiig, and I knew Annie from the Groundlings.
Okay.
And so when I went in for the audition, I met Kristen Wiig, which was huge for me. I think she's so funny.
Right, she's so good. Did you guys
So-
overlap at Groundlings at all?
Not really, but I had seen her, like, when I would perform, sometimes she would come back to town, obviously,
Okay.
and do shows and stuff. So I would see her in passing, and I feel like I was this kid that was like,
Right.
because I just think she's hilarious. And so that audition, you don't always audition with famous people. It's kind of sometimes just like this, like you and a camera and one other person.
Yeah, and there's one guy saying, all right, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was a little bit like, oh my gosh. And the most amazing part of that audition was it was just her and I improvising.
Oh, yeah?
So I got to improvise with her, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
She's so open and available for whatever and very funny. Like we ended up with our faces like our noses were touching.
Really?
And it was so funny, and we were done, and she just grabbed my shoulders and she was like, that was so fun.
Women in comedy in the last 10 years or so, I don't know what the right word is, but it seems like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, like that it's like...
They just have a bigger voice and a lot more respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I imagine you as a writer is,
Oh man,
is nice
yeah.
too.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's not just girls do funny things for girls, but
Right.
it's-
Well, and even like I write as well, and my writing partner is a man. And I love that he thinks I'm funny enough and respects me enough that he's like, yeah, I want to create with this person.
And
She's funny, you know.
Just funny, not girl funny.
She's not girl funny, yeah.
What sort of stuff are you guys writing?
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Ooh,
but,
good answer.
Yeah.
It sounds really important. That's Dana Powell. She's going to be on Veep and other things.
Hopefully.
She's probably going to have her own sitcom
Oh, stop.
come March or April.
Don't say things like that.
What would it be titled if you had your own?
I don't know. Oh my God, that's put me on the spot.
You're an improviser.
Wait,
Go.
I can't talk about it.
It'll be called I Can't Talk About It with Dana Powell.
No, I mean I just can't talk about it.
Okay. That's it. Yeah, Dana Powell. We'll be back with the music of Mustache. Tonight's musical guest brought to you by BYO Pizza. Hey! Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We have a great musical guest tonight. Give it up for the band called Mustache.
We parted ways outside some taco joint. I felt you staring at my back as I stumble across the parking lot with my feelings out of whack. And as I drove away, I wanted you, and I cursed myself for playing smart. Then said out loud that girl's no good for me. Just let it in before it starts. But I followed my heart, and it spun me around, sent me sniffing for you on the south side of town. And I woke up naked, tangled up in a sheet, in a ditch of El Camino Alto Street, in a ditch of El Camino Alto Street. All because I followed my heart. All because of some stupid song on the radio. All because of hot streaming tears. All because of too many beers in my belly. Oh, all because I followed my heart. Well, I was bruised and I had a knot on my head. I hitched a ride with a stranger. He had to ask me if my sheet had a bed, and if I was in some danger. playing smart and said, man, drop me off somewhere. We said goodbye in Doling Park. But I followed my heart and it spun me around, sent me sniffing for you on the south side of town. And I woke up naked, tangled up in a sheet, in a ditch of El Camino Alto Street, in a ditch of El Camino Alto Street. All because I followed my heart. All because the lipstick you wore was all over me. All because of your pretty face. All because the thrill of the chase took priority. All because I followed my heart. I still wanted you. I still wanted you. I still wanted you. I still wanted you.
Great job. Great job. Great job. He's like a real life Phil Collins. If I'm not mistaken, that song was about a street in Springfield. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We've had a great time. So you know, 10% of our box office proceeds tonight will go to a great organization called Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Ozarks. Up next is a great show on Fox KRBK. See ya. Catering for the show brought to you by Big Whiskey's Restaurant and Bar.